Now, you are watching the rocks, guys, right? Because I'm typing, so you've got to protect us and stop us from hitting something and dying. Could we please have a beta branch now that we have something stable? Stanley, that's not what I was typing. Stable. Play.
Can you ask TMTC where he's been? Not seen him streaming.
Gosh.
Maybe just my note.
TMTC was streaming this morning, Genocide Jim. He was, I woke up this morning and I looked at my phone and TMTC was streaming within a couple of minutes of me waking up. So I jumped in and said hi and whatnot. In fact, I was watching him right up until I started streaming and then my phone died, so I didn't even get to say goodbye. So yeah, TMTC, I meant to say to you, apologies for that. I didn't just leave. My phone ran out of battery. I brought it in here and put it on the charger thinking that would stop it from turning off, but it didn't. I am not sure we're going to be able to sell our fish here, chaps. It's not quite looking like a full-on port like I was hoping. It looks like just a delivery spot. I have to be wary of my fuel as well. Old chestnut. Yeah. Yeah. Whilst if anyone's here that's just sort of suddenly joined or whatever, if you've got any questions that you want me to answer, please do ask away. Or if you've got any questions you would like me to ask the devs, feel free to pose that question, and when I get an opportunity I will ask them. I was saying to everybody earlier as well, I'm going to try and see if I can get like an interview with the developers and ask them some questions and stuff and try and get some clarity. Look at that boat. Oh, I want that boat. Look at that. That's nice. Yeah, I'm hoping that's going to be one of the options. So I can see there's a fuel point there.
Asking them when co-op will be in the game.
But nothing else, guys. There's I don't think I can sell my fish there. It doesn't look like a fishery to me. Just a fuel point. So we'll turn around and head home. Maybe we'll head up to Storflet or whatever it's called and see if there's anything there. Not actually sure where the port is on this one. Maybe that's just the name of the island. Tipster. So yes, I will ask them that. I can give you a bit of update on that for you actually. Genocide Jim, yes, you can drop long lines at maximum speed. And also, just for clarification, because I was complaining that how unrealistic that was, having played the previous game and knowing that you could only drop lines at 6 knots or whatever it was. A proper real fisherman told me that dropping a line at 10 knots is absolutely fine in the real world, and that the devs don't know what the hell they're talking about. So that's about as official as I can get it for you. So yeah, you can definitely drop at 10 knots or even faster possibly, for all I know. But as far as the game is concerned, yes, you can drop it at any speed. Tipster, sorry, yes. So co-op technically is in the game, but they found it to be so unstable that they turned it off temporarily. Now the patch that came out yesterday, or today, sorry, this morning, has seemingly fixed all of the crashes that we were having. I haven't crashed in nearly 3 hours, and if you look back through the chat, people were stating how many hours they've been playing, like 6 hours and stuff like that. I forget exactly how long it was now, but it does seem like it's fixed it. So I will ask whether or not co-op will be back in the game. Yeah, no, I understand. Rather than multiplayer, you're on about co-op so that you can both be in the same boat, and that is in the game. that is already in the game, but they turned it off because it was so unstable. And I wonder if this constant crashing means that they can turn it back on. So I'll ask them right now, in fact. I can't guarantee you I'll get an answer before the end of the stream, but you know, this is officially me asking them. So can you turn, I've just thought of another question, can you turn on co-op now that the game is more stable? Don't let us hit anything, will you guys? If you see anything coming, type anything into chat and hit enter, just to get my attention, and then I'll make sure we don't hit it. Can you turn on co-op now that the game is more stable? Question mark. Should be. They absolutely love me over there, by the way. I am constantly bombarding them with questions and recommendations and ideas and such. I'm actually going to say, and can we turn on the waves again? Many question marks. Getting a bit bored. Smiley face. There we go. Bosh. Let's see what that does. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that actually. I saw you tell them about the horn. I backed you up, mate. I concurred with your findings. It does. It doesn't matter where your mate is in the game. If he presses the horn, it sounds like your horn is going off, which is pretty rubbish. And where the hell are we going? Is anyone paying attention to where we're going, guys? Come on. We're going to run out of fuel at this rate. Supposed to be going this way. Let me just move these. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Thank you. Move. Oh, come on. There's nothing there. There is nothing there. Don't be so sensitive. Oh, that's in the way. Okay. Oh no, I put it back to front. You absolute buffoon. Alright, that'll be fine. I know where Rost is. We won't get lost. There's only one port in the area. No problem, Tipster. You're most welcome. That's what I'm here for. I try and be sort of a go-between between you guys and the devs and whatnot as much as I can. How cool would it be if they added wheel support? Would love to hook up my gaming wheel. Brian, hello. Welcome to the stream. I think I've already said hello to you, actually, haven't I? Brian, the previous game, Fishing North Atlantic, eventually did have wheel support. In fact, it had very good controller support. I managed to hook up my flight sim gear. I had my throttle quadrants hooked up, everything. So it will be coming, and it will work because it worked in the last one. But it is going to be probably quite a while before we get it. So, excuse me, it would be very cool. Very exciting. In fact, when I first loaded this game up, I loaded it up over there on my flight sim rig and tried to do that, but it doesn't work at the moment. And it's probably not going to work for at least 3 months, probably 6, something like that. Jim, do you normally wait until the fish appear on the sonar before you drop the lines, or as soon as... Yeah, as soon as you see the fish, mate. And the fish are always moving, so try and sort of predict where they're going to be, rather than where they are now as well. But to be honest with you, I get the impression that it's not particularly well simulated at the moment, so as long as you drop it when you have some fish on the sonar, you should get a pretty decent return. Fingers crossed. It's probably a bit late, but I would also recommend just doing a cheeky little save just before you enter the fishing area that you're going to drop your lines in. Look at that. That does look good, doesn't it? I don't know if you guys have been to Norway, but It really genuinely does look just like this.
Net fishing is more involved now.
Net fishing is more involved now. Ooh, that's exciting. I like the sound of that. But is it working? That's probably the most important thing. Does it actually work? The last I heard was it's quite bugged. Lots of different reports coming in about different issues and bugs and stuff like that. But I mean, that was probably getting on for a week ago, and a lot has changed. A lot has changed in the last week, so it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Look at that, gorgeous screenshot right there. PMTC1, net fishing's not working from the devs this morning. Ah,
I'm trying to see if it's user error.
trying to see if it's user error. Okay. Well, if the devs have announced it's not working this morning, there's a good chance it's not. But then, having said that, they also announced that fish farms were working. And TMTC1 approved unequivocally that that is not the case. And has fixed it for all of us. So, thank you, TMTC1. Bravo. Good on you. Because fish farming is something I want to try out after I've done a bit of fishing. So, thanks to you, I think that's going to be possible as of Monday, Tuesday next week. Which is great. So, thank you very much. I don't know why, but in my head I was thinking Monday or Tuesday is like a week away, but it's not, is it? It's only like 3 or 4 days away. 10-4, I'll stop slamming my head into that wall. That's a bit annoying because that's where I'm heading now. I'm hoping to get a tier 2 boat, and I was going to go do a bit of net fishing. Sounds like that's not going to be on the cards at all. Oh, hello, what's that up there? That looks like a bit of a port. What's dead ahead of me right now? Nothing. Hang on a minute. That can't be Rost, I can see. Is it? I'll be massively surprised if it is. Caleb, if you're asking me, yes, I'm in the UK. I am in the UK. Hence my my channel name. Actually, this isn't called Sim UK, is it? This is Sim UK Ultimate Realism. People have been calling me Simuk for a long time. Not quite sure why. But yeah, Sim UK is the name, is the proper name of Le Chanel, so to speak.
I couldn't process the fish and got stuck in a corner because you can't lift the conveyor while processing, but you can't stop processing.
Cloudable, that sounds like an absolute nightmare. And you've been trying to figure that out. Oh man. It doesn't seem like it. I couldn't process the fish and you got stuck in a corner because you can't lift the conveyor whilst processing, but you can't stop processing. TMTC1 had a similar issue this morning. He'd bought loads of fuses and replacement parts for his fish farm, no doubt trying to figure out why the fish weren't growing. He filled up his entire inventory, and what we discovered off the back of that is you can't do anything then. You can't do any fishing or nothing. It's a total nightmare. Brian D, you're currently in the roster, taking some cargo to Veyroy whilst watching the stream. Awesome. Brilliant. Synchronized sailing. I love it. Brilliant stuff. Just be warned, Brian. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but if you're doing a delivery and you save, you will lose your cargo and the mission, but still remain in the same place. So make sure you get all of the delivery stuff off your boat before you save, because otherwise you're just going to lose it. Just to make you aware of that. Look how cool that is. I like it. I likey.
Copy.
Caleb, nice. Oh, you're in the US, also in the Navy. Oh, brilliant. So you like ship games, even though submarines? No way. Man, that's cool. I'll be honest with you, I desperately love submarines. More so sort of World War II styley submarines. And if I'm being totally honest, it's the German submarines that, that interest me the most, which is kind of anti-patriotic, perhaps you might say, but you know, it's a respect for all those involved, let's say, in that period of time. But I'll be honest with you, you're probably more likely to get me to go to bed with a pike than you have getting me in a submarine, because the whole concept of being that deep under the water in a boat, just in a boat with no windows, couldn't do it, mate. Not a chance. Not a chance. You only lose your cargo if you... Yeah, well, that's what I meant. So if you save the game... So say you're halfway to your destination, Caleb, with a delivery, and you save it, and you reload it, you won't have your cargo anymore. That's what I meant. Sorry if I didn't make that clear. TMTC1, heading to take the pooch out for a walk. We'll leave you on for the +1. Thank you, buddy. Have a nice walk. Have a nice walk. Hope your headache's feeling better as well, mate, by the way. Mine seems to be holding off, so I hope you're feeling a little better too. They did have beautiful U-boats, didn't they? They did have beautiful U-boats. I'm a big fan also of... oh god, Destroyer, the U-boat hunter game. It doesn't seem to be very popular on Steam, but I really love it. I think it's incredible. It just reminds me of the film Greyhound so much, with Tom Hanks in it. It's like I'm in the movie. It's just fantastic. I love it so much. Caleb, the bigger SSBN boats are super roomy and they don't feel confined. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, of course you're right. Yeah, you know what you're talking about. But I think I'd still panic. I don't know about you, Caleb. You probably didn't have the same experience as me, but the first time I watched Greyhound, there was so much going on in that movie that at the end of it, I thought it was an absolute big pile of trash. And the reason why I thought that was because I just couldn't keep up with what was going on. Everything was happening so fast, and they were calling things out, and they were moving on to the next boat, and then reacting to it, and then making decisions, and I was just lost. Absolutely lost. Thankfully, I was really bored one day, and it was on telly, and I put it on again, and I don't know whether my brain was more switched on or whatever, but the second time I watched it, I was just absolutely absorbed into the film. And again, I felt like I was there, and it was such a different experience. Such a good film. One of my all-time favourites now. You tried it one more time, no dice, but it does seem like it's going to be pretty fun. Oh, cool, 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 cool. So, yeah, I like that, Paladimor, thank you. A bit of positivity amongst the unfortunate realisation that it's not working properly. Who knows, come Monday/Tuesday, because a lot of people have been reaching that point and sort of feeding back to the devs about the issues, there's a good chance it might be working as of Monday, Tuesday.
That's how it was back
which will be cool.
It's nuts when we do drill so much going on and can feel overwhelmed.
I can imagine, Caleb, yeah. That's how it was back then, though. It's nuts when we do drill, so much going on can feel overwhelming. And of course, back then, you know, everything was done pretty much by hand. And by, like, literally, like, old school computers, by which I mean, like the TRR system, which was basically a bunch of cogs and dials and mechanical pieces bolted together to calculate some very complex physics so that you could get like depth charges you know, accurately on your target or whatever. I mean, just so much about that time absolutely blows my mind. You know, if nothing else, I don't want to go too much into it because I could just gabble on about this forever, but I find that the merchant seamen who were delivering stuff from America to Britain or from wherever to Britain, knowing that the U-boats were trying to hunt them down and kill them, and they kept going. I think every single one of those merchant sailors deserve a medal, more than a medal, but a medal at the least. Just a phenomenal period, a totally different time. I'm in awe of those men, I really am.
I don't like this LOL.
You just realise they've nerfed the waves. No, I've literally just asked them to turn them back on. I think. Did I ask them to turn them back on? Meant to. I'll add a please in there.
My dad's dad was a merchant seaman in the war. Would never speak about it.
See how that goes. Early access, you knew what you signed up for. You actually find the process of being on the ground level as it's being refined to be pretty exciting. Yeah, yeah. Again, yeah, you know, we've got an opportunity here to voice our opinions and make this the best game that it can be, that we want it to be, if you know what I mean. There's so much possibility. I just hope we can get through to the devs. That's just my only wish. I feel like the last two games have been overrun by arcade players and they've turned it into something really boring. I'm so I hope so much that it doesn't happen again. I'm going to do everything I can to try and stop that from happening, but we'll see. I've lost twice, so we'll see what happens. Excuse me. Orb 505. My dad's dad, so your granddad, I assume, was a merchant seaman in the war. Would never speak about it. Gah. Massive respect to your granddad, and you know, anyone who serves in the army, the navy, what did I say? The army, the navy, or like the air force. Just huge amounts of respect for them all. Any period in time. I think I'd have been quite good in the military, personally. Not blowing my own trumpet or anything, but I have like a few health conditions that kind of block me from doing that, so to speak. So I never really got the opportunity. But yeah, it's in another life, I think I probably would have joined the forces. But yeah, wasn't to be this time round. You've Ray. Let me try this. You've Ray Verma. Hello, welcome to the stream. Did I pronounce that correctly? Apologies if I didn't. Not sure if I got the phonetics quite right there. Ah, Paladimors could probably tell me if I said your name correctly. Thomas WGA 1209 is now following. Thank you very much for the follow and welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying the game or looking forward to the game. Can I ask a question? Is anyone out there today not own the game but is interested in owning the game? So if you're watching the stream right now, and I can see there's a few of you out there, is there anyone out there who doesn't own the game right now and would like to possibly win a copy? Well, that's what you're here for. Ah, okay. Shall we do a little bit of a giveaway? You recommend looking up a book called Thunder Below. It followed a ship called USS Barb, captained by the Eugene Flucky. It's also an Audible and such a... Oh, Thunder Below. Orb 505, you're watching to decide whether or not to buy. Okay. Let me just write this book down. One second. And we'll do a bit of a giveaway. I'm going to have to do this now, otherwise I'll completely forget to do it. I am terrible for that. Just hit the 3-hour mark, guys. This is a long stream for me. It's a good one, though. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are alright out there. I'm not boring you too much. See if I've got the name already. Thunder Below. Thunder Below. Oh, great. Something went wrong. I love technology. What went wrong? Try again, you stupid phone. There it is. Works fine. What's the problem? Oh, that's interesting.
I'd say if you're interested, I'd say right now while it's on sale is a good time to pick it up. It locks
Well,
the
apparently I get it free with my Audible account. So thank you very much. I'll have a good listen to that tonight. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, guys. Right. Okay. So how are we going to do this? If you're interested, this is a terrible way of doing it. I'm sorry. Oh, hang on. What's this? What is that? Is that just a marker? Oh yeah, it's just a marker. So if you're interested in winning a key, this is a bit of a crappy way of doing it. I apologise, but it's the best thing I can come up with at such short notice. If you're interested in winning a key for Ships at Sea on Steam right now, then what you need to do is you need to type your best nautical related joke into the chat, and then whoever's here will vote on what we think the best joke is. So take your time. I'll give you 6 minutes. That gives you a chance to go and find a joke if you haven't got one. And then yeah, 1:15 I'll call the winner. I think that seems pretty fair. Gives you a bit of a chance. So you've got about 6 minutes starting now to come up with a nautical based joke. That could be fishing, can be sea related, can be fish related, I don't know, anything like that. As long as it's got a nautical theme, then I'll judge it as reasonable. Let's try and go in the right direction, shall we? That'd be a good start. And then we'll vote on it, and whichever one is funniest, we'll vote you the winner, and you'll get a key. I'll send you a key, and we'll do it on a first come first serve. So if 2 people come up with the same joke, whoever says it first, that's theirs. So you have to think of another one. How's that? Is that a good idea? It's a terrible idea. I know it's a terrible idea, but it's the best thing I could come up with, having only had a few hours sleep and a terrible headache for the last 2 weeks. Yes, also true. Caleb just bought the copy for your buddy today. Oh, that's cool of you. Nice one. And if you're interested right now, whilst it's on sale, it's a good time to buy. Pick it up. It locks in your price and keeps the lights on. Yes. Make sure it's your kind of game first. Absolutely. It's an absolutely awful idea. I quite agree with you. 9 knots is slow. You do need upgrades, yeah. At the moment, I think it's £20 on Steam, so I think that equates to $20, €20, depending on where you are. Thereabouts. Full price is $25. So you're getting a pretty good discount now. And if this game evolves as much as I think it could, I think 2 years from now, it's going to be probably more like £30, £35. I could be wrong. They may just keep it at 25. But I feel like if and when they get everything in the game that they want to get in the game, yeah, they could definitely, arguably, charge more for it. If they do it well. I mean, if they do it badly, then this is all null and void. But, yeah, it's £20 on Steam right now. Pretty sure. In fact, I can check. It'd be better if I'm accurate, because then you'll know for sure.
Doesn't seem like much, but it's a huge difference.
It is a huge difference. It really is, yeah. Yeah, I can tell I'm running out of brain juice because I can't remember how to use my phone properly. Right, here we go. Store.
Does the engine upgrade increase speed or just propeller?
Chipset C. Yes, we did a test yesterday. £18 and 89 pence. Better than I thought, actually. Less than £20. £18 and 89 pence. I assume that translates to sort of $19 or 19 euros. But I'm not entirely sure how I would check that, to be honest with you. But it's going to be around about that price, if not exactly that price.
Engine's the biggest factor, the propeller.
Yeah, I'm not sure which gives you the most actually, and I don't know if it's different on each boat. But the propeller will almost double your speed, and it's cheaper than the engine. So that's probably, you know, if you're short on cash, that's probably the one to go for, I would say. But in a perfect world, you'll want both. You'll want the engine and you'll want the prop as well. And eventually you'll want the fuel tank too, so that you can get to the further away places. Are we actually going to make it to Rost? Yeah, we are. We've got loads of fuel. I'm glad they fixed the fuel. That was quite hard. You're running out to set a long line to get some money. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Maru, yes, that was my. In fact, when I tried the engine last week, I thought that was all it was doing. I thought I was doing the same speed, but I didn't have to adjust my direction quite so much. It felt like it was cutting through the sea a bit easier. So I think you're probably right there. But they've turned the bloody waves off anyway, so it's not really much of a factor anymore. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that is a thing. No jokes. What's going on? We got a minute left. Not one joke. I'm gonna have to either think of a better way of deciding the winner, or not give a key away, which is a horrible thought. Wow, we are really close to something over there. Jesus, didn't even see them. Please pay more attention. There's another one in front of me, look. Oh god, wrong button. One right here, we're just going over it now apparently. I can't see it. Thankfully we don't have a very deep draft, so not going to affect us too badly. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly at Rost.
At least the refuel point is just up the river. Wonder how the refueling process via player ship is going to function later.
You wish you could refuel in Rost. You can refuel in Rost. There's 2 refuel points in Rost. So in Rost, there's one here, which is right. This isn't where we normally start. Over here, I think. So there's one right down the end, which is an absolute pain in the ass. And there used to be one here, which doesn't appear to be showing up anymore. Have they got rid of it? They may have got rid of one. Cheeky sods. Chase the Fox, hello.
Do we have any videos or advice on graphics settings?
I don't know, Chase the Fox. I'll have to find out on that one. It's possibly something that's coming later along with console support. I'm not entirely sure. Do I have any videos or advice on graphic settings? Still working on finding the best settings. Brian, to be honest with you, it's changing so quickly that anything I tell you today will be outdated already, to be quite honest with you. Any advice I give you today will be advice that I used last week. and it won't be relevant today, and it probably won't be relevant again next week either. But if you're struggling, I kind of put everything on medium, and that sort of works for me. I think I'm running on medium right now, whilst streaming at 60 FPS, 2K, and I'm going to like 45 FPS. It's normally 60. It's a bit low today. I don't know why. I've probably got something running in the background that I've forgotten about. Yeah, Chase the Fox. I will. In fact, I'll ask, and I may be able to get you an answer straight away, but don't quote me on that. Strangely enough, the devs are not at my beck and call. Any support planned for Mac users?
Okay.
There you go. Question asked. If they come back to me, I will tell you. Let's just avoid that little marker before we smash into it. Almost in Rust, which is very cool.
I pushed the auto set for graphics and it dropped everything to lowest LOL.
Caleb, one thing I tried to use the auto set graphics myself, and I found it didn't give me the best results. If I can give you one tip that's sort of almost relevant. The foliage was giving... I think the foliage was causing some graphical issues before. So maybe play around with that and see if you get any benefits from it. But I also found, last week at least, that if I use that auto set graphics thing, it wasn't very good. It wasn't as good as I could do it if I did it myself. And I found medium graphic settings and turning off all upscaling for me on my system works best. That gave me a solid 60 FPS at 4K when I tested it. Although I have tested it again since then and it didn't work, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to sort of play around with it a bit, really. Pushed it back to high and everything's running at 75 FPS. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it in the top left-hand corner. I think you can. So I'm averaging about 46 FPS, which is quite low, actually. I'm not sure why it's running. It's running a bit sluggish today. My average time to render is also twice what it normally is, so I don't know why. Maybe I need to retweak my graphics settings. Luro P, thank you for the sub. Scared the living daylights out of me. I've got to say, that made me jump. But thank you for the follow, the sub. Much appreciated. So no jokes. Okay, nobody wanted to win a key. That's crazy. To be fair, I didn't think about doing a giveaway today, so I wasn't really prepared for it. And I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Go that way. So I'll do better next time. I'll be prepared for the next one. Should we play a little game? Shall we make predictions on how much money we're going to make off these fish? I'll show you how many we've got. That's how many fish we have in the hold. Quite a lot. A lot of cod. I think that's 13,500 medium-sized cod. And nearly 1,000 large cod. Wow, we are gonna make so much money here. Put your predictions in chat. I won't participate. I know how much I think we're gonna make. But I won't say, so I don't want to influence you. 1.5 million, 3 million. Okay. Well, hope you're right. That would be fantastic. I feel like my prediction now is maybe a bit too low. But yeah, 1.5 million would do. I'd be happy with that. 3 million, I'd be flipping ecstatic. Genocide Jim. That's what I was going to say. 7.5. I was going to say 7.5. Just going to do a cheeky save, because you never know. You never quite know what's coming around the corner. Let's take it at $10. Well, there's a chance you could be right, Brian. About 350. Yeah, let's see, let's see. I think it'd be more than that. I'm pretty sure we're going to exceed 500,000. Pretty confident. I know that a large cod, or I think I remember, that a large cod can earn you about 1,000. And we've got... How many did I say we've got? We've got 1,000. Wow, yeah, okay. We could be earning some serious dollar here today. Here we go. Cruising into the port. I was going to say nice and easy, like, no crashing, and then I realised I'd lost control of the boat and we were going to hit the side. Oh my god, I'm going to smack into that as well. And that's how it's done. So I'm going to chop that up into little bits and use that as a tutorial for how to dock your boat without smashing into everything. God, that was awful, wasn't it? That was really bad. I'm going to blame that on the whiskey. Right. Let's do it. Let's go to the fishery. Let's see what we've got. What the hell's that thing up there? Oh, it's just for Rost. Okay. Thought they'd added a new building for a second.
Tires
right.
on the side of the boat mod when? I actually don't know how many times you dropped your line. I wasn't here at first. But it's going to be substantial.
You think it's going to be substantial? I think I did 2 before I started, and then another 3 or 4 today. So, yeah, could be a lot. Could be a lot. Let's... Oh, there you go. 1,980,238 and 79, whatever those things are in Norwegian money. So a little bit more than I was expecting, but not quite the 3 million that Caleb was hoping for. It's a bit disappointing, really. I was very much looking forward to 3 million. But that's not bad. 1.1 million for a single fish. Not bad at all. That's not an official amount, is it? Because we're sort of under the impression that we'll get my sentence out in a minute. What is it we're under the impression of? The hold is not actively working, so we're not limited to how many fish we can hold.
Yeah, I cheated a little. I did the same thing yesterday.
Conversion rate £4.59.
That's £4.59.
As much as that.
Well,
You were very close, Paladimore, yeah. Cheated a little. You did the same thing yesterday. That'll do. I mean, that helps us, doesn't it? I don't think it's enough to get the next boat, though. So I may have to go do a fish after this. Right, so did we figure it out? Did we tried, didn't we? Or somebody tried to do a delivery in this boat. Let's just have a look at the stats. Right, so a tier 1 fishing boat used for longline fishing. It's a solid boat in perfect shape, easy to operate, and ensures a seamless fishing experience. Unless the game crashes.
fish out of season.
55 centimetre draft. Bloody hell. Is that all? It's mental. No fines for fish out of season either. Ah. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Gross tonnage is 900 kilograms.
It is.
Up to 13 knots. Engine power. Blah, blah, blah.
And yeah, you can
Cargo type. Extra small. Yes, it does say cargo type extra small. Cargo capacity 1,500 kilograms. Maybe that's a factor. 1,500 kilograms. Let's take that off. Oh, it removes the buckets as well. Interesting. Okay. Right, so theoretically, we should be able to do a small delivery with it. Let's find out. As long as it's under 15... Ah, no, see, it's all greyed out, isn't it? Active boat has no cargo area, but it does. It doesn't say how heavy it is. So yeah, I'm wondering if perhaps in here there's meant to be.
4,500 kilograms.
I'm wondering if there's meant to be a cargo option here. Or perhaps it kind of looks like it's meant to default back to cargo when you take that off, but it doesn't seem to be working. The roster holds like 4,500. Good lord, okay. Conquest is 1.45 million. And you can rig it for light cargo. Oh, that's a point, yeah. Is that the next fishing boat, is it? It is, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. This little beauty here. Oh, 1.45! Oh, we're so close! We're so close, but not quite there. Okay. Well, I think we'll probably wrap up there, guys. There's a 3.5 hour stream. That's quite a long one for me. I don't normally do them that long. But it's been fun. You guys have made it most entertaining. So thank you so much for coming in and chatting and keeping me entertained. You've been brilliant and you've been informative and you've been giving great ideas, which I've passed on to the devs. And that, for me, is what a simulation community is all about. So thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate it. If there's anything I said I was going to do that I've forgotten to do, please tell me now, because my brain has literally turned into mashed potato. I don't want to not have done anything by accident.
Thank you for streaming. It was fun. Seriously.
Oh, take a loan, Brian. Take a loan, says Brian. I think I can only get 150,000, but I'll have a look actually before we go. It has been a pleasure, Genocide Jim. Thank you so much. Paladimors, thank you for streaming. It has been great. Orb 505. Orb 505, have we convinced you to invest in the game, do you think? Have we changed your opinion, or are you still on the fence there? Caleb, you're interested to hear my opinion on the book. I will share that with you next time round. You think so? You think so? Okay. Well, I'm going to be streaming again. TMTC1 streams pretty much every day as well. And he's doing totally different stuff to me, which is really cool. So if you want to see some other features in the game, go check him out. He's on Twitch, he's on YouTube. Really easy to find. There's quite a few of us out there doing lots of hard work. So yeah, just have a look about. There's lots of content around. Let's very, very quickly, last thing I'll do, let's go see if I can borrow enough money. Oh my god, what's happened to my frames there? It's just dropped down to 20 all of a sudden. Yeah, that's horrible. Let's go see if I can get enough of a loan. How much are they going to loan me? Oh. Well, that either means I can take a 3... Oh, I've got 3 loans already. I so completely forgot that I'd done that.
You can take 3 loans.
Yeah, I've got them. Got them all. Shall I repay these? I'm going to repay them. What does that leave us with? Damn it. I was going to say maybe I can take the 300,000. But that's still going to leave us short. I'm going to have to go out and fish again. What I'll do, guys, is I'll go do an offline fish. I'll do an offline fish, and next time I see you in a live stream, we'll have enough for the next boat, which will probably be around about Tuesday. So hopefully they'll have fixed the net fishing and we can progress with our fishing career, so to speak. So yes, brilliant. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Please do enjoy your fishing experiences and take good care of yourselves. And until next time, take care. Goodbye for now.